So the next shop we're going to check out here is Sea Glass by Shannon, and she's got a nice looking shop here. It looks a little more established. She's got a few items in here. So we've got 15 different items, pendants, these sea glass pendants. Now, looking at this one right here, this staging setup that she has going on. So it looks pretty good for something like this. This is a very nice looking green sea glass, and it contrasts nicely off of the white, bust that she has there. However, this one is just too light, because it's a white, it's a more translucent colored sea glass. So you do want to be really careful with your photos. Also, this photo, there's just a few things. You want to make sure your photos are nice and bright. Now, this one, the actual sea glass itself is not in focus, so it's kind of blurred out and it's harder to see it. So that's really gonna hinder your sales because people have a hard time knowing exactly what this is going to look like. It's hard for them to see it. So for a listing like this, I would recommend make sure your photos are very crisp and clear, nice and bright. And I would take a photo like this against a white wall so that there isn't all this, confusing and busy background going on. Take this against a white wall. Make sure that the pendant itself is very brightly lit. And then you're also going to want to get several more photos of your pendants right here. So because you want to get a photo showing the clasp at the back, nice and close up. You want to get a photo showing the string or the chain that holds it. So you want to get more photos on here. You want to get at least 5 photos on this listing. When you get 5 photos on the listing, it gives your customers more time to look at it, more information about the photo, and they'll be able to be more excited and make a purchasing decision. So that would be my main recommendation. More photos for each of your products, and make sure they're very bright and very clear. If you have photos like this, it's not really going to help you make any sales. So it's gonna more so hurt you having blurry photos than even having a listing at all, because Etsy's going to send some people to this. If they don't make any purchases, they're going to say, okay, well, this person's, there's something with this that they don't like. So that'd be my biggest recommendation. Now, looking at the keyword, the keyword's pretty good. White authentic sea glass pendant. I think you could put even more keywords in there. So for example, let's pull up my notepad here for you. So we've got sea glass pendant, but it's a pretty long keyword. I would recommend starting with something shorter. You could even cut just the word authentic would be a nice, slightly shorter keyword. However, I'm going to actually go search and see what kind of results do we get for sea glass pendant. So sea glass pendant has a lot of results, 51,000. And if we add the keyword white, that's probably going to get us just about perfect, a really good range. That's 8,200 results. That's a really nice range to compete in. The keyword authentic isn't really helping. It's not adding to the keyword. It's just making it a lot more narrow. Not that it wouldn't be a good keyword to have. However, I just wouldn't recommend it as your first one. So I would go white sea glass pendant. And then on the next one, you could try authentic sea glass pendant. That could be a good secondary keyword. And you don't need to have the same descriptive word, white, both times. And then I would also get a few more other ones. So I would try sea glass necklace, something like that. And then just go from there and try to get, a minimum of 5 keywords per listing. And that really will help you get more search traffic because you'll be exposed to a lot more keywords. Overall, though, I like the items. They're very pretty. And, it's a nice looking shop. You're on the right path. You've got the items produced and made. So next you just got to work on the photos and the keywords, and that's where you can take it to the next spot. We have, let's see, who else do we have in the video with us today in the stream? We've got Deanna, we've got Mary, we've got Shannon. So awesome. Welcome, guys. Glad to have you here. And we have Jody. So welcome, Jody. Glad to have you all in here. Let's go ahead and let's move on to the next shop. The next shop, we're going to go ahead and check out. Well, let me address Shannon's question real quick. Are the backgrounds working? Not 100% sure what you mean by that, Shannon. I think some of them can. You just want to make sure your backgrounds, adding to the photo instead of taking away from it. So this one, for example, this product, I think this background is kind of adding to the photo because it's a nice green background. It's outside, so it's bringing some life into your photo. So this background is unfortunately, this photo is still not quite crisp, so it is difficult to see. But I would say a nice green, lively background that contrasts your product is going to help the photo. But something like this one where you've got the doorway, this one, you can see there's like a doorway and there's a hallway and there's just a lot of stuff going on behind this photo. That's not really it's not adding to the photo. It's just kind of taking away because there's just so much more stuff going on. It pulls away attention from the product itself. So not the pink floral. I've switched up to more natural backgrounds. Yes. And I've seen some of them. I like the green one. The rocks are kind of nice. This one, it contrasted a little bit, but I would say just try to find a good background that can work with different colors. Some of them, you're going to need a different background for light colored objects than you would for a dark colored object.